old, and I come from Holland. And me and Noa were invited to play for the national team. So here we are now for tryouts.
Nama aku Noa dan aku 20 tahun dan yeah, we got invited to come here to Indonesia and we're very excited. Just had our second training of the day.
Okay. How do you feel after joining national team?
How did I feel after joining the national team? Well, it's very exciting. I'm also very nervous. We really have to fight for our spot. But the team is very nice and the practices are very good also. Just only getting used to the weather because it's very warm here.
Yeah, actually the same. The most challenging part is getting used to the weather, but I think day by day we'll get better. We still have a week to show ourselves, so I believe in us.
Were you interested going to the national team?
Well, actually, when I was very young, my Indonesian side, so my father's Indonesian fully, they did a lot of football, so I got introduced to football since a very young age, and I feel very close to my Indonesian roots because, yeah, I had a lot of contact with my family, so that's why I was really excited to play for Indonesia.
For me, when I was also a little kid, I wanted to play in another country. For sure, it was always my dream. And it was more like a feeling from inside that I wanted to play for Indonesia, so I tried to have contact.
Is that first time that you training with weather like this?
Sorry?
You training with weather like this?
So in Holland, it's most of the time it's cold and it's rainy, so I'm not used to it. In the summer it can be hot, but in the summer we also have vacation, so I am not used to it.
No, I'm not used to it too, but as if you were asking about the first training here in Indonesia with this hot weather, then I guess so, because I think it's at the midst of the day, so the hottest moment of the day. But yeah, it just takes time to get used to it, and then it will be fun.
So you got struggle with this weather?
Yeah, but I think it takes time, and that's it. After a week, I think we're used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the difference about the training program with the coach? Is there any differences between the program in this country, in Indonesia, or in Poland?
I think it's pretty similar to in Holland than in Indonesia. It's really similar. I think the mentality here is very big. Everybody really wants to give 100%. So for me, I think it's pretty similar in Holland.
Yeah, I think so. That it's pretty similar in Holland as well, because everyone here has discipline, and in Holland, everyone plays quite fast, so you have to play fast and then go running and help the other players so they can pass the ball again. And just like Coach Mochi's point of view, because he's obviously Japanese and Japanese people also play fast, so that's kind of what he wants to learn us. And I think it's quite similar to the Netherlands.
Stella, I see you speaking with your friends. Do you want to learning Indonesia language?
Yes, so I'm learning now through the app Duolingo, but they only learn me fruit, so I know jeruk. But I'm learning here off the field and in the field, but I'm trying, yes, but it takes time also.
And maybe Noa, can you soon to learn Indonesian?
Oh well, actually my father, as I told before, my father's Indonesian, so I got to learn a bit of Indonesian already. My family speaks Indonesian to me, and then sometimes I speak Indonesian back, but most of the time Dutch, but I can understand some parts and speak.
Can you describe to us how your roots and how you national?
So Viving called us, and my Indonesian roots is from my father. My grandmother was born here. When she was 15, she went to Holland, and there she raised our family.
Yeah, so again, Vivian also called me, and my Indonesian roots are also from my father's side. He's fully Indonesian. Yeah, dari Maluku, Ambon.
Coach Rudy Eka. So, will you tell me the process of that?
Well, we only had a short moment of contact because he contacted me and then he wanted me to actually join the Asia Cup as well. Sadly, it did not get to it because it was a difficult process, but now here I am again. Coach Mochi, sorry.
Thank you. About your plan in the future, if the PSSI recall you to the national team, or you maybe play for another country, maybe Holland, maybe Argentina, for your goals?
If Argentina will call me up, I will stay here for sure. I like it here. The people are nice. The playing is good, and I think this is where I belong.
Yeah, actually, same for me. If the Netherlands will call me up, I'd like to stay here because I think actually the team is very nice, the culture, the play culture, how everything is handled here. I like it.
In men's national team, there is player like you, like Ivar, like Ivar
In the men.
like Rafael Strike. And do you know well them? Are they message or talk each other with you after you call in Timnas?
If we have contact with them, you mean?
Yeah.
No, not
Are they
really.
contact with you?
No, not really. I don't really have contact with them. I know some people because they play in Holland, of course, but like really personal, I don't know them. No.
What do you know about Indonesian football before joining?
Before joining, well, I was always interested. So before I got invited, I watched some matches. I know that there is now not really a league for women, and they're trying to process and make the team better. So that's for now all I know.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Terima kasih.
Take picture, please. Take a picture, please. For the
The middle, please.
one more.